I didn't know how to be a better dad. I love you.
I love you too.
Hi, I am Bob the Drag Queen. Here on Drag My Dad, we take your typical macho, goofy dad and help them transform into the ultimate drag fantasy. This is Drag My Dad.
So who are we seeing today?
Oh, today we have Keith and Scott.
Keith and Scott.
Scott is the father, and he lives in Texas. Keith lives in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Their relationship is actually super complex. Scott desperately wants a relationship with Keith, but he doesn't know how to communicate with him.
The relationship between my dad and I was rocky when I was growing up.
My relationship with Keith has been standoffish, and that's been something I haven't been able to get past.
We weren't the most friendly towards each other or anything like that. We didn't have any special connections or anything.
I'm not sure that Keith initially felt comfortable talking to me about being gay.
When I moved, we hadn't had a lot of contact. We kind of just both went our separate ways.
I just feel like I'm not included in the important parts of his life.
I was super surprised when my dad signed us up for the show. I think this is an attempt to integrate himself into an important part of his son's life.
I really like doing fun stuff, and these fun things overlap with what Keith likes to do too.
I would like to see our relationship improve in person.
What I really hope to get out of this experience with Keith is for Keith to see me in a different light, in more of a true light.
We're gonna see today if we can find some middle ground. Maybe find a way that Scott can connect to his son and Keith feels like it feels more natural.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Clarice. I'm Bob the Drag Queen.
Hello.
Scott, I presume?
Yes.
Yes, and Keith, I'm also presuming. How much do you know about drag?
Not very much.
My dad is in store for a complete transformation.
Yes, Mary. You're gonna be real comfortable today. All right, so today we're going to be essentially putting you in full drag. I'm talking full fantasy drag. We're gonna be putting you in a corset. We're gonna be putting you in shoes. We're gonna be putting you in lashes. And we're gonna do a big reveal at the end of the day for your friends and family.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it. Iris, we have company.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Oh yeah, a lot of sequins, a lot of glitter, and a drag queen. I want to introduce you all to Iris Spector. Iris is going to be helping us with your makeup and your hair today. What ideas do you have for Scott's look?
We play a lot of video games together, and so that really, I don't know, gives me a lot of inspiration. Video game characters, you know, like superhero movies, something that we both appreciate and share and stuff. And then obviously throw plenty of glitter on it too.
Something sparkly. So I'm colorblind, so sparkles are,
you really?
are better than colors for me.
Just for reference, I'm black.
What do I say to you?
So Scott, is this what you envisioned for yourself?
Actually, after seeing all this, I'm a little overwhelmed that I don't know actually what to think. What did I get myself into?
You're gonna be a very extreme drag queen.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you could please hang out there, and we'll have a chat, so have a seat. All right, so let's get cracking. The look we're going for today is inspired by online video games. So we're using lots of sharp angles, some smoke, really bold colors contrasted with very dark colors to give that superhero effect. So tell me about your relationship with Keith now, because I know you don't live near each other.
So Keith and I, at least we communicate, but it's really not anything outside of that game world. We're either, I get a text message or I'll text him and it's like, hey, you wanna play? That's the only time he really reaches out.
Do you feel like you know a lot about your son?
I don't feel like I know very much at all. And a big telltale sign of that is he's gay, and I think I found out from my mom.
Scott, I could tell that hurt him. To have to say out loud, I don't really know my son.
I feel like he just acknowledges me as, okay, yes, this person does exist. He is my father, and okay, next topic. I don't want to get in Keith's business. Live your life, but share it with me. I mean, I just don't know my son very well. Like, I want to have more than just, hey, we play video games.
Oh, Iris, don't cry.
I'm sorry, it was just really cute.
He seems willing, which is amazing. And I'm gonna go communicate with Keith right now. We're gonna work on a little surprise for you. Keith, come on over. Keith and I are customizing a pair of nails for Scott's drag look. We really want to make sure that your dad's drag is super custom to him. So we're gonna stone some nails for your dad.
Okay.
So basically, we're gonna take a little bit of glue. You put like a dot of super glue on your nail, and then you use your stoning tool to pick up a stone, and then you just place it, shablam. I got to chat with your dad a little bit. What was it like for you growing up?
So I had a lot of feminine qualities when I was growing up, and I did get picked on. There was definitely a lot of tension.
Did it feel happy being in that house?
Did it feel happy?
Yeah.
I want to say no.
Keith describes himself as effeminate, and he felt like he was being femme-shamed by his father. I think you could tell him that. It is almost impossible to bond with someone if you are not communicating openly.
I bet he would definitely be, remorseful about it. He would feel sorry if I made him realize what an impactful thing that was.
I hope that Keith tells his father his emotions, and I hope that Scott is receptive to that.
I mean, it's not like I would want to be, angry at my dad forever, That doesn't seem like a good thing.
He just desperately wants to hang out with his son.
Hearing, especially the word desperate pretty much is a shock to me. I don't know, I never realized he wanted it that badly.
You have to talk to each other. You have to say it. Give your dad the opportunity to better himself. First of all, thank you for opening up. I really appreciate that.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we are here for that. I have to go do my makeup, and you have to finish these nails so your dad has something to cover up his big man hands. All right, peace. All right, I'm really excited because we have your dad. His face is mostly done. So are you ready to see your father?
Yes!
All right, Scott, come on out.
Holy,
Come on over.
you look so good! I am speechless looking at my dad right now. He is completely unrecognizable.
It felt really good to see Keith's reaction because he felt genuinely happy in the moment about something that I was a part of.
With this look, we're really gonna go for this big over-the-top vibe. So we are gonna give you a nice big pair of drag queen titties.
This is so crazy.
You're going to cut just a little hole in the top here. This is just enough to fit a couple of beans in.
So why beans?
Well, you want to use beans because they move better. And I prefer beans because if you sweat enough, it makes a nice lentil soup. This is a father-son activity. I can't give your father his first bra. This is your privilege.
Alrighty.
I don't want to take that from
I'm
you.
honored. All right, let's get you some
Put it on like a
titties.
bulletproof vest. There you go.
Ooh.
Now, if you could fasten your father's
Great.
bra, how often do you get to say that?
Setting up my dad's titties. This is definitely something I never imagined myself doing.
You gotta really,
Okay, jostle them around.
really gotta get them in there. Make sure you're hooking this bra in there.
And even though it's not a normal or an expected bonding experience, at least it is a bonding experience.
So you're gonna reach in here, open up this, and just fill her up.
All right.
Oh, okay, there we go. We just got a couple of beans on the ground. Don't worry.
Oh,
Hey, this
gosh.
happens, it happens.
Having the bra and the bean filling, it just takes me out of my element. How do I look?
Take the whole bag.
Okay, yeah. You are a
Right.
full-bodied woman.
All right, there we go. Now, do you feel a little heavy? It's like a...
Yeah,
Yeah. So, do you have any moves or suggestions that you think your dad could utilize?
The standard shimmy, of course. Really gotta work those things. No, not this.
Yeah, your shimmy, I think a shimmy is more like a forward and then like a back and then like a forward.
I'm going with that.
I think that Scott suffers from dad rhythm syndrome. DRS is a very serious condition. He only knows how to move the way a dad would move. So I think also this is a good move. I love.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
See, this
Oh.
one's Jesus Christ. My goodness. Listen, this is a mess, and we're not gonna get our security deposit back. So I'm gonna go get the costume and the porter to clean this all up. I'll BRB.
I feel like we both know what we want to take out of this experience with Bob. So now's a really good time for us to, lay everything out on the table and see what each other has to say.
I really appreciate that you were willing to come and do this. I really am thankful that you're here because we just have so little that we share.
Yeah.
And I want that to change. I don't want the fact that we live in different states to limit us in what we can do because there's certainly things that we can talk about, conversations that we can have that are certainly better than the ones we've typically have, which go nowhere, don't do anything other than, hey, get that guy in this game. You know, that's the extent of our conversation. And I just really want more
substance. I think it's important, you know, for the future to recognize our mistakes in the past, you know, what I might have done wrong and what you might have done wrong. You know, there are some points where there was a bit of an insensitivity concerning me. I don't know, you would sometimes lash out and stuff, and like, there would always be comments about my feminine qualities and stuff like that. And I just do, and I never talked about it or anything like that. So I do want you to know that it did impact me greatly.
A lot of the time when you were growing up, I was overwhelmed with everything. You know, the failing marriage and trying to pay the bills and everything else. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse for us not to have had a better relationship, but I want you to know that I did the best I could in the moment. And sometimes I didn't know better, you know? I didn't know how to be a better dad.
I'm thinking my dad's crying because, you know, it's probably been a while since he's been wanting to tell me this and since he's been wanting to get it out in the open, and so I feel like this is a huge weight off his chest.
I love you.
I love you too. Our past was painful and it may have hurt us both, but what's in the past is in the past, and I'm ready to move forward.
Oh my God, you're huggy.
My favorite thing.
So I want to introduce you all to my friend Pinwheel, and this is your outfit. Please tell us about your inspirations and the materials and the process.
Oh my God.
So the prompt I got was superhero. So I sort of blended that with a lot of classic comic book coloration and color blocking stories. So this is a lot of like pool float materials. You can go swimming in it.
I love the costume. You can definitely tell it's very like cartoonish, very animated.
My look is shocking in a good way.
So I'm so excited to get you in this outfit. Listen, you gotta get dressed, I gotta get dressed, you gotta finish your face and hair, everything.
So I'm waiting right now for my dad to come out in his full drag, and I'm very anxious to see what he looks like.
Even though we're not even done with this experience, I think we've made some great headway in making our relationship better. My kids are gonna freak out.
It would be hard to not be friends after this. Like, this is something they'll remember for the rest of their lives. All right, let's go get them.
Oh my God.
Thank you, I deserve that. I really do, I deserve that. I've been very lucky to spend my day with someone named Scott, but unfortunately Scott couldn't be here. However, we have released a lipstick symbol in the sky, and there is a new super queen on the scene. She is faster than a witty drag queen. Put your hands together for Miss Couture Nato!
Oh my God! Absolutely mind blown is my first thought when I see my dad coming out.
Oh my God, damn, look at this. Give us a turn, give us a turn.
I feel fantastic, a bit sexy. We're just having a great time, just smiling and we're in the moment and just enjoying being alive and doing something fun like this.
See if we can do it.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Keith is like, I am not giving up on this shaving. He gives it one last concerted effort to no avail. Scott still does not have rhythm.
This has definitely shown me how much, you know, my dad really cares about me and what lengths he's willing to go to repair, you know, our relationship.
This is just such a unique, fun experience. It's gonna be hard to top this.
I'm glad you stepped out of your comfort zone to do all of this stuff. You look amazing.
Bringing families together. All right, let's dance!